So first and foremost, Paul, some good news for yourself and for the Giants. You're going to remain as head coach until the end of 2017?
Yeah, it's obviously something we've been talking about between the club and myself for some time, and sometimes contract negotiations can take a little bit of time, but we've got there in the end. We signed and sealed back end of last week, and obviously the announcement now, but it gives us some security and gives us some stability going forward.
I was going to say continuity seems to be a real buzzword around the Giants at the moment, both on and off the field as well.
Yeah, if you look at the place as a whole, there's always been some sort of continuity in not just in the playing roster, but also in the coaching. I've been obviously worked with John Sharp and Kieran, who's here now, and then obviously worked with Nathan, and there's a continuity of things going there. So yeah, stability is it's a it's a word that's very rarely used in professional sport, and it's something that we have here.
And for yourself, I mean, you've got to be pretty happy with the way you've started your head coaching career, I suppose, since taking over in
Yeah, I think we've still got a way to go. And what we've managed to do is get some consistency. We're managing ways to consistently play against top teams and play consistently well. And we've still got to get some performances out this year. We've been pretty stop-startish and what have you, but over the last 3 years we've managed to attain a level of consistency, but with that then obviously comes expectation as well, which is something that we have to make sure that we rise to.
I know you won't be massively keen to talk over and over about them, but for yourself as head coach, you'll have individual goals as well as a team, to go out there and win trophies and be one of the first coaches to deliver some silverware in this kind of era of rugby league.
Yeah, it's what you always want to do, and it doesn't matter whether you're a player or a coach, a physio, a conditioner, or whatever it needs to be. You want to be in a winning environment, and obviously we as a staff are going away to try and be that first group of people that deliver something here. We had a taste with the World League Leaders Shield a couple of years ago, and we're just desperate to make sure that we can, as a group, we can keep adding to that.
How close are you then as a group, do you feel, Paul? Because you finished, you won the league leaders, and then you had a third place finish, you're fourth at the moment, I think. Yeah. So you're there or thereabouts consistently, aren't you?
Yeah, like I said, that's the one thing we've got is consistency in professional sports. It's what everybody tries to achieve, but the thing for us is we have that consistency. Like I said, we've had it for a few years now, but what we have to do is kick on in them big games. We've had a tendency to play down big games here over the last few years to try and not build it up into something it's not, but that's our mentality's changed a little bit now. Big games, when they come, they're ready. We need to be aware of what's at stake, and that's our next step. We've got to make sure we win the semis and the playoff games and Challenge Cup games as well. So when the pressure's been on a little bit, we've faltered, but we have to find a way of coming over top of that.
Can you see the changes and the improvements in the players and the staff and the place? We're sat in the new gym now. It's another aspect of improvement about the club. Can you see that things are pulling together nicely?
Yeah, I can remember when I first came, I got given my kit bag in a black bin liner, and we sat here today in all nice new training kit. We sat in a new environment in regards to facilities and spiders, and the club's growing. The club's growing on and off the field, and we've got to make sure that we deliver on what the investment is.
That must be a nice carrot though, coming off the back of the weekend to say, right, there you go out, have a crack at Wigan and show me what you're made of.
Oh, it's not about showing me. It's about us showing ourselves and making sure that we're not kidding ourselves in regards to our attitude, like we say. So we've got a good month coming. It's a good challenge for our squad over the next month with some of the things that with injuries, and obviously we've got a suspension as well. And it's a challenge for the whole group and the club as a whole. And how we handle this can have a big bearing things for us.
What did you make of Wigan at Magic Weekend? Because they looked pretty special against the Leeds Rhinos, didn't they?
Yeah, I spoke to Wayne on Monday, and catch up every now and again. And I said, mate, he talked about us, and he said, we had them, didn't you? And I said, yeah, but our attitude wasn't quite right. And I said, what they did at Wigan, they showed everybody what you can achieve in a week. So coming from a 60-point loss to beating Leeds on a big stage, it's just shows you it's not about talent, it's not about individuals, it's just about your attitude. And you get that right, you shouldn't go far wrong.